Time travelers and immortal beings have been the subject of fictional literature for thousands of years. But do those legends have any basis in reality? Here at Shrouded, and we have gathered some of the most compelling evidence that immortals and time travelers walk among us today. Prepare to have your worldview shattered. The first picture was taken in 1941 and shows a crowd gathered to watch the reopening ceremony of the South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, Canada. Notice that one of the crowd is dressed very differently from the rest. This man is known as the time-travelling hipster. He is dressed in clothing that must have seemed strange to the people of 1941. A very modern t-shirt, hoodie, and sunglasses seem completely out of place among the suit and hat wearing men of that era. Was he just very good at predicting future fashions? Or is there another reason why he's wearing clothes from 70 years in the future? This next picture was taken in 1905 and shows a shipyard crowd scene. If you look closely, you may notice one person seems out of place, or you could say, out of time. The man in the white t-shirt is sporting a modern-day mohawk haircut, something that did not exist over 100 years ago when the picture was taken. Notice how he seems to be observing the other people. Perhaps he is there to study how people of the past lived. Or maybe he is worried that his futuristic look is making people suspicious. Most interesting is a tattoo on his arm. Although it's hard to make out in his grainy photo, it looks a lot like the logo for the band Slipknot. A very common tattoo for fans of their music today, but 90 years before the band even existed. This video was filmed in 1937 and shows factory workers leaving work as they walk home. Notice the woman in the centre of the screen. She seems to be talking on a mobile telephone, a device which would not be invented for another 40 years, and it would take 30 years longer to be manufactured in this size. You will see that she quickly drops her hand in an attempt to conceal the phone when she notices that she is on camera. Is this because she didn't want her secret recorded for future generations to see? There are two more videos which seem to show people talking on mobile phones decades before they were invented. This one was filmed in 1937 and this one in 1928. We have provided links in the description to the videos so you can watch them in full and see for yourself. The two following pieces of evidence come from real newspaper clippings. The first is a personal ad taken out in the Backwoods Home magazine in 1997. It asks for someone to accompany them on an adventure back in time. The writer stipulates that this is not a joke and claims to have time travelled once before. The sinister statement, "Bring your own weapons, safety not guaranteed," suggests that the mission was a dangerous one. Perhaps someone did answer the ad, and perhaps they never made it back. The second clipping comes from Weekly World magazine. It tells us that a man named Andrew Carlson was arrested for suspected insider trading on the stock market. Andrew protested his innocence and told police that he got stock market information from the future, for he was a time traveller from the year 2256. During his incarceration, Carlson attempted to prove his innocence by predicting future events such as the Iraq War. These predictions later turned out to be true, and they happened on the exact date that he said they would. Of course, nobody believed him until one day when he vanished into thin air. Unable to find any trace of him, and as his predictions started to come true, police officers started to speculate, was he really a time traveller? Perhaps he decided to escape jail by returning to his own time. Now we move on to the world of celebrities, and if you've ever wondered why Hollywood actors look so young, we could have the answer. This painting of Paul Monet is from 1875 and bears a striking resemblance to the modern-day actor Keanu Reeves. This, coupled with the fact that Keanu Reeves never seems to visibly age, has led people to speculate that he is either an immortal being or has access to a time travel device. Just like Reeves, Monet was a world-famous actor in his day, and he starred in some of the earliest silent movies ever made. Even more interestingly, this painting of an unknown man from 1530 suggests that Keanu Reeves has actually been around for even longer. So far, Reeves has not denied any of these allegations. Look at this painting of a redcoat from the American Revolutionary War. Does he look familiar? You may know him by his present-day name, Nicolas Cage. That's right, Hollywood A-lister Nicolas Cage. Rumours about his immortality started when someone discovered a photograph of Cage dating back at least 140 years. This Civil War-era photograph shows a nonchalant Cage bearing the expression of a man who knows he can live forever. Many have speculated that Cage is actually a vampire, and this is where he gets his supernatural lifespan from. Of course, Cage denies his accusations, but these pictures tell a very different story. In fact, when you look into it, it seems immortality among the Hollywood elite is not such an uncommon thing. Here are some more pictures of immortal and time-travelling celebrities. How many more are there, we wonder? So there you have it. Immortal vampires, time-travelling hipsters, anything is possible on the Shrouded Hand channel. They say time is precious and life is fleeting. Perhaps for most, but certainly not for all. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more great content.